So I just want to pre-apologize because I decided to do this channel and then the next day I came down with a cold. So I might sound a little crazy, do that a lot and a lot. So pre-apology, I'm going to try to edit. Well, we'll see how that goes. Hello again. I'm Ashley Cooper. Still Ashley Cooper. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my background, why this diet is going to be so extreme for me. I am a vegetarian, as I mentioned in the first video, the intro video. I've been a vegetarian for 30 years. My husband's a vegetarian. My 2 children are vegetarian. I have a 25-year-old and daughter that's just starting college. Hi, Kendall. Hi, Tyler. They're like, okie dokie. It's gotten so bad that when I wake up in the morning and I get out of bed, my joints in my feet are killing me. They're swollen. It takes about an hour to get over this. It's almost like it works itself out. I don't know, but it's painful. In my hands and my wrists are extremely affected. They were actually the first to be affected, but my wrists are really, really stiff. Just doing that hurts. My fingers are swollen, and I've got the first sign was my pinky. See, it started swelling. I started going, that's kind of achy when I do that. And then that pinky started getting affected, and I started looking at it, and I'm like, wait a minute, why is that going off to China? It's bending. It just is scary. Shouldn't be happening. I'm a tango dancer, and this is starting to affect my dance. I'm already in stilettos, so that's challenging enough. But when your toes are at this angle, see, that hurt. When your toes are in those shoes and they're reaching back for that floor, it hurts. It's starting to hurt with every step. It's bad. It was also the brain fog. It's really bad. I am just foggy all the time. My memory is really bad. It started getting so bad. My kids were talking to me like, Mom, you told that story already. My husband's a little nicer. My husband was like, yeah, honey, you've told that story, but it's okay. You can tell it again. It's okay the second time. I'm sorry. It sucks. I'm too young for this. The brain fog, and I was just so fatigued, always exhausted. Do I work out religiously? No. I'm in and out of the gym like a lot of us. I do try to stay active, but we are on a farm here, and I just loaded 8 bales of hay. So, I'm still getting my exercise. It might not be in a gym the traditional way, but I am, getting some pretty strenuous exercise. So all this being said, I decide it's time to go to the doctor to see what's going on. Just a background on that, I haven't been to the doctor in a long time. I'm a girl that if I have a headache, I don't take any Tylenol or Advil or anything like that because I just know, hey, it'll go away and I'll feel better soon. So I go to the doctor. And she does the regular blood tests. She tests, for all of the cholesterol stuff, diabetes, all that stuff, all your nice blood work. She actually also tests for rheumatoid arthritis. Yeah, folks, that was an eye-opening moment when she decided to do that because it meant that there was some sort of validity to what I was saying. So my test results came back, and they are not good. I have friggin' total cholesterol is 374. 374. And I'm a vegetarian. My triglycerides, the fat, in your bloodstream, There's 278. Yeah, I'm just like a big fatty molecule. Ugh. My LDLs are 257. Bad. Your ratio is supposed to be less than 5. This ratio predicts heart disease, and mine is 6.1. I just don't get it. I don't understand. And I was sitting there just staring at her, and my doctor was doing one of these. Oh yeah, these are such bad numbers. Oh, heart disease is just, it's so prevalent, and you really got to get these numbers down, Ashley. You're heading towards heart disease, and this is something you don't want, and you really, really need to go on statins. I was so afraid of that. She then told me that my rheumatoid arthritis test was very strange. It says I don't have it, but it says that I have a marker for it. And she said maybe that explains my joint pain, so she is sending me to a rheumatologist, which is to be concluded because the waiting list was so friggin' long. Needless to say, she just kept looking at me like I was about ready to croak. I thought I was just going to stroke out. I mean, at that moment, I could feel my heart in my head just boom, boom, boom. I just said, okay, fine. I surrendered to the statin fountain and gave me the statins. So I came home, and the only thing I know to do is, because I'm always into, what can we do naturally for our bodies, I got right on this computer and I started typing away and started doing massive research. I did research from the minute I woke up. Well, I had to feed my alpacas and goats. I have alpacas and goats. And I fed the farm. And I'd come right back here and I would get right back on it. I was here until sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning. And for about a week, just constantly doing research. Couldn't get enough. I was just like, God, help me. What can I do to, do this naturally? Because at the time I was thinking, okay, statins plus really, really focusing on an autoimmune diet and some good healthy food, and I thought maybe I am going to knock this crap out of the water. So I discovered some amazing doctors online. To name a few, I'm going to put some links in the bottom for if you want to do some research on your own. I must say these guys are brilliant. They are not the conventional doctors. They are the ones bucking the trends. These guys want to heal you. They don't want to heal your, mask your symptoms and keep you coming back for more. They want to do this right the first time, find out what's wrong with you, and some natural stuff to really kick you in gear. Some of these doctors, to name a few, are Dr. Stephanie Seneff, Dr. McCullough, Dr. Seafried, Dr. Wallach. These guys are brilliant. They really are. They're fighting the trend of the big pharmaceutical industry, that is, who basically wants to keep you on their drugs. I started just listening to everything they had to say. Listening to YouTube videos. Thank you very much, YouTube. And while they were having these major discussions on statins, on heart disease, and the misconception that's out there on that the American Heart Association puts out, it's BS. From them, I kept going on, and one thing led to another, and I discovered Dr. Terry Wales. She was actually a doctor. She was a conventional doctor at the time, treating for symptoms. She just found out that she had MS, and MS became debilitating to the point where she was in a wheelchair, a reclining wheelchair, and it just got to the point where she knew she had to do something. She was given a pill and, to just mask the symptoms and wanted more. She started doing her research and discovered there is tons of proof out there that diet and exercise is the answer to all of these inflammatory diseases, which MS is, which rheumatoid arthritis is. You can trace it all the way back to the heart disease. And she is now out of her wheelchair, walking without a cane, changing her diet and exercise. So I bought her book immediately and just devoured that book. I think I was done that night with that book. From then I also read The Great Cholesterol Con. That is another great book. Highly, highly recommend it. Regarding heart disease. It kind of rocks your boat, if you know what I mean. All this research made everything very clear for me. Then that week, I tossed my statins in the trash, and I haven't looked back. Those are poison. Statins should be called Satan. Satan's statins. Statins bad. I decided to just go out on a limb and see really if I can make something happen in a month. And if my numbers change in a month, even remotely, slightly towards the better, then I will keep doing this. Obviously, this is a major change. Not only just the meat. It's a major change because I am going to be ingesting 65 to 75% of my daily calories in saturated fat. Oh my God, I am like, remember the big fatty triglyceride molecule? That's me. It's scary. It's scary, but I'm going to do it. In fact, I'm started already. I'm having a bullet coffee. Basically, it's a tablespoon of organic butter, a tablespoon of coconut oil. It's bad. It's like so high fat. It's so good. It sounds disgusting, but it's good. I will do a quick video on a couple things I want to, talk about what's working, and I'm definitely okay with having that every morning. So that's my start. I'll slowly ease into some meat, and we'll see how it goes. I am going to keep this at 70% fat, give or take a couple points, 20% protein, and 10% carbs. Hardly any carbs. And I'm going to be doing this, recording all of this on MyFitnessPal because they have a great platform that you can kind of set up your goals. So here we go. Let's see how this goes. I will start the eating part of this tomorrow. And another important thing that I have done to prepare for tomorrow is grocery shopping, because I do not have enough grains and veggies to fill this 6 to 8 cups a day salads that I'm going to be eating. I didn't have any meat. I did buy couple things. I'm going to be Googling it just to try to figure out how to cook it. I have no idea how to cook chicken. I have no idea how to cook salmon. Anyway, to be concluded, go grocery shopping, pick up a lot of salad stuff, and some meat. No carbs, no sugar, and no wheat products. Those are cut right out of my diet. I will be eliminating all grains, wheat, anything, flour, any of that stuff. If it's not made from coconut flour or almond flour, it's in the trash. So this should be interesting. I'll probably have something really gross in my hand the next time I do a video.